for gold to continue to break out to the upside, I'm going to place my first order with you over there. Stops at 29.92, and I'm going to be building into this position as it trades higher. So let's add that second position. Stops at 29.92, and I'm looking for that continuation higher. So gold approaching the 3,000 mark. I do expect there to be this flush of orders straight to blast through 3,000, and that is why I want to be in this position now. It is currently 10 o'clock in the morning, which means we are entering deep into the London session, which means volumes starting to kick in. I'm a bit late this morning. I did wake up late. The price has rallied to the upside this morning, and I just want to jump on the back of that, looking for that continuation to the upside. So 15-minute and the 30-minute looking really strong there. Just looking for that push up higher there on gold. Once we actually, let me take one of these levels. Once we close above, let's call it 29.99 or roughly around 3,000, I will add to the position by trailing my risk. So why do I do that? I do that purely because I want to enter the market initially with risk that I'm comfortable with losing, right? Could be wrong in any trade. And then I want to then remind myself that, fine, out of my strike rate, if this just so happens to be that one position that will be my winner, what does that mean? If I have a 60% win rate, that means out of 10 trades that I place, I'm going to win 6 and I'm going to lose 4. If this just so happens to be one of the losing trades, fine. I want to get stopped out and that's it. That's my losing trade. However, with the same risk initially, if this just so happens to be one of my winning trades, that means I have a runner here. That means the market's going to continue in my direction. That then means I want to add to that trade. Why? Why do I mean that? So if this is one of the winners and we have a big move, I can move my stop losses past my entry, so I'm risk free. So the initial $1,000 that I wanted to risk on this trade, I have that free money now. I can, if I wish, reintroduce that risk to this trade, which means if this is one of the winners, right, out of my 6 out of 10 positions, then I want to be in a position to add to this trade, because let me just explain some numbers to you. If I have a 1 to 2 risk reward, so every time I risk 1,000, I'm looking to make 2,000. But what if I told you over the course of the month or the quarter or even the year, if you change that 1 to 2 risk reward to maybe a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, right, or even maybe 1 to 3.5, that means you're making almost double what you usually would by risking the same, right? So if I can initially go in with the same risk on all my trades, but if the trade is going in my favor and I have reduced my risk, so it trailed my stops, and I can add to those trades. You might be in a position where initially, if you're trading small, you might, make an extra 20, make an extra 50 here and there. However, that adds up very, very quickly over the long term. So if you're trading on a funded account and you know that, okay, if I have 10% drawdown, and that means I want to risk 1% over 10 trades, and that's my threshold, you can then add to your trades on your winners, which is exponentially going to help you pass quicker, get bigger payouts, And even if you're trading on your own funds, the extra 10 or 20 pounds here and there is inevitably going to add up. And that is the reason why I add to my trade. So if we have a break above 29.99, a closure above that, I will start to trail my risk, right? And I will look to add once we break back above that. So stick around in the video. I'm gonna keep this rolling and recording while I'm trading so you can learn and follow along. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a thumbs up, and comment on what you want to learn. I've been in the markets for 10 years now, and I am going to be sharing everything on this new channel. Stick around. Right guys, looking for a move there on gold right now. It is a bit slow this morning, so if you're still watching, thank you. But looking for a breakout there. If we see 29.99, I'm going to roll the risk initially, right? Start trailing it, and yeah, go from there, really. So gold trying to break out there. Got $60 in profit right now, so literally nothing. I need this push above, so about 30 pips, 20-30 pips higher. I'll start trailing the risk higher. There you go, gold's trying to push. $29.99 will trail the risk. Come on, gold. $29.99. There we go. You'd be surprised how over the years I've taught, you know, upwards of 2,000 different traders already along my journey, and you'd be surprised how many retail traders right now, their initial thought is to sell this because it's had this rally, it's had this breakout in the London session. People are looking to sell, people are looking to, if they were long this morning, they're looking to close their profits. But no one is looking to add. No one's looking to ride the trade higher. No one's looking at the volume thinking, maybe price is bullish. Maybe I should jump on the back of this. No one's thinking like that. And you have to try and capitalize on what is happening right now. Not trying to think you the expert trader, not trying to think you have the best strategy under the sun, because chances are you don't. Chances are you are going to lose on your next trade. And that's okay if you manage your risk. But yeah, about $200 in profit there. Looking for this continuation on gold. Looking for this to just break through 29.99. What I'll actually do is start trailing the risk there. Make sure both positions have stops in place. There we go. So once we break 29.99, I'll trail the risk even more. I'll add to the trade again. And yeah, that puts us in a very good position. So right now, I'm about $450 risk in the trade versus the initial 1,000 that I started with. These two standard lot positions, they both had about $480 risk. So call it $1,000 risk in the market, which then means if I was wrong, I'd lose 1,000. However, if this just so happens to be that winning trade and I trailed my risk successfully, and you check out the other videos on the channel, you'll see why I do this. That then means I'm in a position to add to the winner and exponentially improve my risk reward. So looking for this to break 29.99 there, and I will add to the trade. So I can actually get the order window open and I'll look to add. So a bit of a retracement there, just retesting the previous highs. Price, in my opinion, really wants to break out there and go for it and continue on this little rally. I understand a bit of the macro as well, so which means I want to position myself long on gold right now. I spend a lot of time looking at the market and looking at the macro, global economics as a whole. And that then gives me an understanding of where I want to position. Should I be long gold? Should I be short? And overall, that direction is so valuable when it comes to defining my edge. And that's so important. So looking for that continuation there. 29.99, and we will add to the trade. Gold just retesting the highs there. Looking for that 29.99 level. So gold attempting to break out there. I'm just looking for that retest, which we've had of that little range. 29.99. I will trail the risk. Whatever I have left over of the 1,000, reintroduce that risk, and job done. So gold pushing there. Once we break and close above 29.99, add again, and I'll walk you through, what I'm going to do next. So on the session, it is London session, Monday the 17th of March. I'm looking for a new all-time high today, right now on gold. If we can catch this breakout, great. So gold really pushing there. $29.99 is the price. $29.99, and we will trail the risk some more. Whatever I have free of the $1,000, I'm gonna add. So right now we have about $500 free, which means if I add another standard lot right now, I need to have a 50 pip stop loss, and that would mean my risk is still the same. So I plan on doing that while I add. So gold has this explosive 100 pip candle, and I add to it, it'll be more beneficial for me as a trader instead of just having the one entry that I had and hoping this is the trade that pays me. But if I doctor it a little bit and I manage it, then I'm in a position to milk more out of the market. Some of the biggest traders I've spoken to, I'm talking 20, 30 years worth of experience, not what you see on social media, have all told me that their biggest weeks, I'm talking 7-figure weeks, have come from adding to winners. That is a very, very big hurdle for retail traders because you're so emotionally attached to the money right now that logically in your mind, it doesn't make sense to reintroduce risk. It just makes sense from a conservative point of view to take what the market's given you and leave. But from a risk management point of view and from a probability standpoint, if this is the winner that is going to be the trade that makes a difference on your P&L at the end of the month, if you can add to that trade, would you? You got to ask yourself those questions. And again, what helps psychologically for traders is knowing how much is at risk at any given time. So if I add to the trade, then I need to know what I'm adding. I need to know what that will cost me if I lose the trade, if I'm completely wrong. And that definitely helps when adding to the market. So right now I know if I'm wrong and gold just tanks 100 pips, I'm going to lose $500. Fine. It was half of what I initially thought of losing. How long has this been going? 20 minutes. 20 minutes ago, I thought I'd be losing 1,000 if I'm wrong. Now I'm only losing 500 if I'm wrong because I've trailed the risk. So if we break $29.99, I'm going to reintroduce the other 500 and I'm going to keep adding until we maybe see 3,005 on gold. So that is 70 pips from where we are now. Then I've added to the trade. Then it's a bigger trade for the same risk. Keep that in mind. Check out the links below. Make sure you sign up to the newsletter. I'll be showing more tips and tricks around how I do this, why I do this, more importantly, how you on your journey right now can start taking successful steps in order to do so yourself. So $29.99 needs to break. So gold trying to break out there, 29.99, and I will be adding another trade to this position. $338 there, so almost a 1-to-1. I'm sure once we close above 29.99, we'll roughly be at about a 1-to-1 on the current risk that's flowing. So $29.99 there. Once we break and close above $29.99, I'm going to roll the risk some more and then add whatever I have left. Actually start to trail the risk there, so we're ready. Let's close this order window. Trail the risk there. So we have 80, 70, so about 160, shall I say, risk. So we can actually add upwards of 700 risk to this position. So once we break and close above $29.99, I'm not going to add the whole 700, right? I'm willing to add, right, as it goes. So right now I have about a $160, $170 risk, right? $160, $170 risk compared to the 1,000 that I had. It's much better to manage this way. So if I was to be wrong now, and this is the 4 out of 10 trades that I'm wrong, then I've lost a lot less than I would initially with 1,000 had I just left my stops where they were and not managed the position. Again, this is something that's going to have to come with time. You can't do this right for the offset. You're not going to be able to do this and manage the position perhaps while you're driving, while you're at work, or whatever your day looks like. You're not going to be able to do this all the time. But if you have some extra time to manage your position, it makes the world of a difference at the end of the month, end of the quarter, when you're looking at that P&L. It's a very big difference. So gold breaking out there. If we sustain a closure above $29.99, I have my order window ready. I'm going to add another position. So about $450 there, flow in profit. So nice little closure above there, adding another position. Actually add another because I do have risk available. So about 1,900 and odd at risk right now. So it's my initial risk that I went into the market with. However, I've added an extra 2 lots to the trade while it's in profit, with the hopes that this breakout sustains, with the hopes that $29.99 that I've drawn on actually holds as a valid level and we do trade higher. So let's see. Price can stop me out now, by the way, but have I risked more than I intended to? I haven't, right? I haven't. So let's see how this plays out. Looking for 3005, right? So about 60 pips from where we are, and that will. So that camera just ended there. So about 60 pips from where we are, and that will do us just fine on this Monday morning. I had to double check which day it was there, but that will do us fine. Crazy F1 weekend in Australia, first of this season. Super wet. I thought they were racing in England, excuse me. Because of the rain, it was quite a crazy race. If you watch F1, drop in the comments. But looking for gold to continue there, guys, and I will be adding, so I'll show you how I do that. So we have 343 and 343. Obviously got about 690 plus the initial 160, so you got about 850, 900 there exposed versus the 300 that we have flowing. Obviously not great if I close now, but the point is not to close now. The point is to ride this out to $3,005 per ounce on gold while still adding. Right, while still adding. So $400 there. Price is breaking back above 29.99 again. In my opinion, once we cross the 3,000 mark, there's going to be this flurry of price, and we could see a 50 pip spike to $3,005 an ounce. In case you're watching this and you're not aware, for every $1 on gold per ounce, that is 10 pips in CFD pricing. If the market, depending on the broker that you're trading with, you might get different pricing, but if you do want a reliable one, check the link down below in the description. Sorry, I keep checking my phone. I've applied for a marathon, and I'm waiting to get a place. It's like every time I get an email, I'm like checking. I ran one last year in Lisbon. It completely obliterated me, by the way, but I felt in such a good headspace knowing that whatever it threw at me, I finished it. I did it. Regardless of how I felt, I continued. Regardless of how painful my legs were, I continued. And that for me was a very big psychological breakthrough in life in general. Right? I feel if you're at a point in your life where you want a challenge, try run a marathon. It really is a psychological buster. So gold breaking out there. Really looking for this to continue. Just go on the higher time frame there for a second. If we have, let me take one of these levels that we've used previously. So our next level to target is 3,00250. If we close above 0,250 there, I'm going to start trading the risk, and I will add another position at 3,00250 on gold. So about $690, $700 there floating. Can actually start to, let me go in a bit closer. I can start to trail the risk some more. So that's 500 of these. So about $600 there at risk compared to the 900. So I'm risking 300 less now that I've trailed the risk as the market moves higher. So 3,250, that's the next price point of target. If we get up there, trail the risk completely, add again, and look for $3,005 per ounce. So which is about 50 pips from where we currently trading. Again, this isn't your conventional form of risk management. However, this is more of a passive aggressive managing the position, adding to my winners, because I then know, and I've done this, right? I have living proof of it, and that's the reason why I want to trade like this, because if I can make an extra let's call it, and just work on some smaller numbers there. If I can make an extra 10 or 20 per trade, that adds up massively at the end of the month, end of the quarter, and that makes a difference, right? It really does. So looking for 30250 there. The first two positions are roughly at break even, and the other two positions are about $500 risk. So roughly with the other two positions, a bit of slippage and so forth, roughly around $600 risk there. So look for that continuation on gold. Gold a bit slow there, around the 29.99. But remember, a few minutes ago, or roughly about half an hour ago, we wanted that price. We're at that price now, so be a bit more patient when you are looking at the market. I treat my re-entries as a completely fresh new trade. I reset that clock in my mind of how patient I'm willing to be, and more importantly, what the overall goal and objective with this trade is. So right now, if I'm wrong, I will lose about $600. But that is still less than my initial risk 30 minutes ago. Keep that in mind, just for a bit of perspective. So looking for 3,250, and I will continue to trail the risk and add some more for $3,005 per ounce. If you're still watching, thank you very much. Hopefully we get there soon, so you're not painstaking through the whole video. $400 there, roughly floating at the moment. So 3,00250, guys. Thanks for watching till now. If you have, I've had loads of good feedback on these videos, so I hope you're learning. I hope you have some takeaways from it. It's vital to just try and not be stuck in this two-dimensional way of thinking when it comes to trading, and start thinking outside the box, because that is how you're going to out-trade 99% of the market out there, right? You're not up against, you know, everyone claiming they have the best strategy in the world, because to be honest, they don't, right? They don't. What you want to try and do is create a you know, non-conventional way of thinking, which will allow you to milk more out of your winning trades. You are going to be wrong. You are going to lose trades, right? It's going to happen. But how are you managing that risk in doing so? And more importantly, how are you adding to your winners, which makes you more money over the long run? Keep that in mind. Coffee's finished there. I do need another one. Gold's trying there. $3,002.50. Come on, gold. There we go. $29.99 getting retested there, guys. I'm looking for this still. 3,002.50. Stay tuned. Come on, gold. I'm sure these people are tired of hearing my voice. Let's go. So gold cracking 3,000 there, looking for a 25 pip move higher, and we will add. What I can start doing is start to trail the risk some more. Come on, go. Nice little push there on gold. I will wait for another coffee. $700 there in profit. So we got some positions in profit there, 2 positions in profit, 2 still with risk exposed. So roughly about break even on the risk there. If this was to stop me out now, I'd probably lose about $50-$60 compared to the $950 that I had initially. It's a very big difference. So floating 700 in profit there versus the 60 that's at risk, 50-60 roughly. It's not too bad, not too bad at all. So 3,02500. Price really going for it there now. $850 in profit. Looking for a move above 3002,500, and I'm going to trail the risk completely and add one more final position for this to trade higher. Come on, gold. And the new 15-minute candlestick closure there, nice aggressive closure there, above $3,000 per ounce. Looking for this continuation. Come on, gold. Drop gold in the chat. Let's go. So 3,00250. I will actually get another coffee, and when I'm back, hopefully we're at 3,00250. Right, I'm back. Coffee. Picked up some post from the mailbox. Wow. Alright. Gold trying there, guys. Nothing major while I'm away, but still floating about $800 in profit there. Looking for ultimately 3,002,500. So 3,00250 there, guys. later. Alright guys, 3,000 there. This has been an extremely long video, so if you have watched till now, thank you very much. I'm looking for 3,00250 there, and I may call it a day. So what I will be doing is adding yet another position right now. Put that one roughly over there. So roughly at about $400 risk right now exposed. If we see 3,00250, I'll call it a day. Purely because this has gone on for 47 minutes. Not bad work for 47 minutes. But I don't want to waste your time either. Gold breaking out there. So what I'll do is begin to trail the risk some more there, guys. So 3,002 to 500 or 50, and I'll cut all positions roughly around $1,000 there in profit. $3,00250. $3,00250. Amazing. I love coffee. 3,00250. Come on, gold. 5 minute looking good. 3,00250. Trail the risk a little bit more. There we go. I want to delete this level. There we go. So 3,00250. So roughly about 18 pips and we're done. 18 pips with these lots will make the world of difference. So be patient, relax. Just know that you've trailed the risk all the way. All right, so we've had to restart the camera there. Just know that you've trailed the risk. So worst case scenario right now, if I'm wrong completely, and that's fine. But I haven't risked the initial 1,000. I've made money. So keep that in mind. So 3,00250 is still the ultimate goal there, but my stops are now very tight in profit. So 3,00250. 300,250. Come on, guys. 50 minutes looking strong there, still around the 3,000 mark. So I'm not going to give up just yet, but it is a bit slow there. And when it is a bit slow like that, that tells me we could actually come and stop us out. So let's give it another 10-15 minutes and see. $3,002.50. Come on, gold. Not bad for an hour's work, shall we say. Gold's trying there. 300,250. Come on, gold. So we have 5 minutes left until the screen recording stops, because there is only an hour on Zoom. So we have 5 minutes left of this trade. Let's see how much we can do in 5 minutes. 300,250 would be great in 5 minutes, but I doubt it. But we will see. Come on, gold. 300,250 in 4 minutes 30 seconds. Let's see. Come on, gold. $300,250 would be perfect. What I'll do is, seeing as it is coming up on that time limit, and trail the risk completely there. So flowing $873 there. Still looking for 300,500 on gold. Gold popping up there. Can we do it in the next 3 minutes and 50 seconds? Let's see. 300,250 on gold. So about 25 pips from where we are. Looking for that continuation higher. Come on, gold. gold trying there, guys. We have 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to hit that 300,250 mark. $1,000 in profit there. Happy to trail the risk some more. So we're gonna have one position exposed right now, looking for 300,250. Come on, gold. $300,250. $1,000 in profit there, looking for 300,500, where I will be ending and terminating the positions. Come on, gold. Gold's trying there. It really is. So we are 15 pips away from the overall target, 300,500. Right, gold's looking a bit exhausted there, guys. I'm cutting the position. Thank you so much for watching till now. Subscribe to the channel, drop a thumbs up, and drop in the comments what you want to see from this channel, and I will be bringing it to you guys. So let's cut the positions there. Roughly around $900 on the position, which I'm happy with. See you on the next video. Peace out.